Well, I don't think that it's any surprise that I firmly believe that everybody should have one of these ionizers in their home. There's a man, I can't remember his name, but he is an inventor of medical devices, and he says that these things are going to be like toasters. Everybody's going to have one in their home. We have water that alkalizes your body, it neutralizes free radicals, it's structured so that it's absorbing into your cells, hydrating your cells, cleaning them out. And I haven't, but I will cover the waters this machine makes that are so strong you can clean your bathroom, do your laundry, and tend to most wounds. This is why I love owning this machine. It is health for me and my family. I've replaced bottled water. It reduces the cost of supplements because supplements absorb more readily into your body. So I actually cut my supplement consumption almost in half. I get to share this water with everybody. It's not just, a vitamin or something that I buy for myself and I use it myself. I can share this with anybody who would like to try it or who has need, and I really love that. I'm not actually a coffee drinker. We don't drink a lot of coffee in our house, although we enjoy it on occasion. But when my husband's parents come, they love coffee with water from the Kangen machine, and they only have to use half the amount as normal. Another great thing is that I think we all know that coffee is acidic. Well, you make coffee with Kangen water 9.5 pH, and you have a neutral cup of coffee that tastes fantastic. So for those of you who are coffee lovers, there you go. Now, the SD501 is the machine which is the bestseller. It's the machine that the people that I've spoken about, doctors that I will spoke about, use and have gotten the results with. That machine is $4,000 approximately. Now, a research company in the UK studied the cost of prevention versus the cost of disease, and the results showed that prevention is actually 1/6 of the cost of treating the disease. Now, Enagic, it comes with a 5-year warranty and a 15-year life expectancy. Although this machine is made in such a way that it can be completely refurbished. So when you are running the energy through this water and you have the minerals in the water still, you can get a buildup on the plates. But you can send this machine in, they can clean those plates and get them good as new. So really these machines, they can last virtually forever. So I've known people who were giving away 100 gallons of water a day, and they've had their machine for 10 years already, and it's still going strong. If you look at the different types of machines, you will see the SD501 and you'll see some junior machines. Now, something you need to know is you don't want to look at the size of your family when deciding which machine to get. You want to look at what the machine does. So the SD501, it has 7 plates compared to a junior that has 3 plates. The SD501 uses 230 watts of energy compared to 120 watts on the junior machines. So that means that it's actually only working half as well. Now the junior machines are mainly used for things like travel. We have a junior machine that we use when we're going out of town for a few days and we don't want to pack up our bigger machine and risk damage to it. So that's the use of those. Now, when I went to the water class way back when we were offered the loaner machine, I was very skeptical. I spent a lot of time on Google, and I have learned, and I'm assuming that most of you have learned, that if you want to really get the facts about something, Google isn't really the way to go, especially when it comes to things involving your health or medical things. You want to look at PubMed articles and research and things like that. So I came in very skeptical. I had a lot of hard questions that were easily answered. I also had noticed online the other ionizers that said that they were better than Enagic, and they were only half the price. I will talk to you about those in another video. But here's what I've learned. Let's talk about other doctors and their experience. Dr. David Carpenter wrote a book called Change Your Water, Change Your Life. He bought 9 different ionizers for his office, and he had no results. He offered people water. Nobody came back for the water. Now, he bought an Enagic machine, and he was giving away 600 gallons a day. And he says the main difference between Enagic and the other machines is the amount of hexagonal structure and the stability of the water. Dr. Horst Filzer, he's the chief of vascular surgery at Harvard Medical School. He says, I did all the research, I went through the PubMed articles, you just need to drink the water. Every hospital should have an Enagic machine. That's a quote. The Enagic company started 35 years ago in Japan, and they are actually registered as a medical device manufacturing company. In the last 10 years, they have gained quite a bit more popularity in the US. In fact, thousands of doctors have gotten on board with Enagic water. Here's some examples. Tim McKnight, he's an MD and has a PhD in nutrition. He chronicled his journey with Enagic in a book called Confessions of a Skeptical Physician. I may be able to even link that in the comments. Dr. David Carpenter is a naturopath who wrote Change Your Water, Change Your Life. Dr. Hiromi Shinya helped invent the colonoscopy in a more non-invasive way to remove polyps in the colon. It's actually called the Shinya method. He's a professor of surgery at the Albert Einstein University and the chief of endoscopy at Ben Israel Medical Center in New York. He is one of the top 5 foremost physicians in the world. He has treated presidents and royalty. He wrote a book called The Enzyme Factor. After his daughter and wife became terribly sick upon moving from Japan to the US, eating our food and drinking our water, he studied tens of thousands of patients and their digestive systems to determine the very best diet for that system. He will not treat his patients unless they drink Kangen water. He has treated thousands of cancer patients that have not relapsed. Now, there are amazing videos on YouTube of the colon before and after drinking the water for 3 months, and I will link some of those in the comments. Dr. Rosen is a board-certified dermatologist who uses Kangen water as an alternative therapy in place of highly toxic medications for those who have severe skin disorders. Let's talk sports for a minute. You will find Seahawks players drinking this water, Packers players drinking this water. In fact, many athletes in the NBA, the NFL, the NHL, as well as Olympic athletes drink and swear by this water. I found this really interesting. Do you remember the trapped Chilean miners from years ago? They drank Kangen water while they were down there, and they all came out healthy. Now, the Chilean government is so impressed by Kangen water that they've actually put machines on every one of their Navy vessels. You want to be political? How about Trump and Obama drink Kangen water? Bill Gates, he has 16 of those in his home. I found this really interesting also. Dr. Corinne Allen is an expert on how to affect brain learning and behavioral disorders without medication. She quotes, Kangen water has been providing autistic children with a strong source of antioxidant and improved hydration. In our brain programs, we observe that our therapeutic expectations have been significantly exceeded by adding Kangen water to the treatment plan. Now, next time I am going to talk about those other ionizers that I found online and honestly was tempted to buy at half the price, claiming to be better. Please don't think of that as a sales pitch. I honestly want what is the very best for you, and the very best decisions are made when they are the most informed decisions. Now, we will talk about and look at pictures of the other ionizers, and I will get to other things that this machine does also.